Hello? Hi there. Hello. Welcome on in. How's everybody doing today? Let me sit up in my chair. Okay, so, today, the poll was a bit weird this time. Poll was a bit odd. So this time, there was one vote in each of the things on the poll. And due to that, I didn't really know what to do about that, so I just popped them all in a randomizer. And the anatomy part of the poll was the winner. So today we're going to be doing some anatomy practice together. Or, you know, if you don't draw, then maybe you're watching me do anatomy practice. Does that make sense? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I haven't practiced anatomy in a while, question mark. Usually when I'm sketching at work, if I'm not doing a request, then usually when I'm sketching at work, I actually do anatomy practice somewhat regularly. Now I gotta get my tablet hooked up. That's what I wanted to do. I think we're gonna go till 8 p.m. So about 1 hour and 48 minutes from now. And hopefully, we're using only OBS right now, so hopefully no more crashes for streams, because that's a very relevant topic on all my channels, which is odd. There we go. Mouse is put away. That is amazing. And then tablet in. Windows. There you are. Fantastic. Now, I don't know what we're gonna exactly start with, but it might just be sketchy. Where did I put the... Oh, it's over here. Well, too much stuff on my desk. I need to clean it. Is that a good place for all this? Screw it. We just gotta keep on going. Okay, so, I was drawing recently at work, like I said. And I discovered a little something. Now, I want to see if I can replicate it first. It's a way that I drew heads before. And I talked about this, if anyone was there for the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 stream yesterday. Yeah, that's what we did. I discovered that I'm over-exaggerating head shapes way too much. Way too much. It's god-awful. So we're gonna try to get over here and do some of that maybe first. That's a good warm-up anyway. I feel like a great warm-up is always either drawing your OC, drawing your favorite character, or drawing a head. And to be fair, drawing a head probably leads into those other things, if you really think about it. Why is my stabilization on 60? It's usually on 45. There we go. I hit so many things. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now let's start, I suppose. There are a few things I do want to try to touch up. Legs. Legs has always been a big one with me. I can never draw legs that well. It's always a thing, right? When you're drawing, you always think your stuff looks horrible for some reason. I don't know why the mind works like that, but it does. And every time you look on the internet, you're like, wow, this stuff looks really good. If only I could do that. But then you look back and it's like, well, you kind of did do that. You did that equally as good almost. Alright, let's see if I can replicate this. So, the new strategy that I've been using is to actually follow the curve up here, just to get that eyebrow ridge. I'm kind of making it a little more round than I usually do. And then this goes slightly inside, and comes slightly outside. Just like that. And I make it a little more round than I normally would. There we go. Then we come over here and finish up that jawline. I feel like this is a way better head shape than what I normally go with. It's usually really pointy everywhere, I suppose. So let's see how this is gonna turn out. Also, it's probably slightly pixelated, but maybe that's okay. And one thing I really want to work with is trying to use more perspective on these heads. something like this. That looks pretty good so far. Let's try to... I don't want to make the brush too small, but I kind of don't have a choice here, do I? Okay, now another thing I noticed when I was drawing at work was that my eyes... Almost always, I've drawn my eyes not following the perspective too harshly, but I feel like that's been a big mistake. It's like with this, let's see if I can do it. It's going to be very prevalent on this eye that's way over here. So we're going to come up, and that'll be our 1. If you watch my eye tutorial, you know that the top's kind of like into 2 to 3 parts. So this will be our 1. Going to use this for our 2. It's going to come down a little bit for our 3. And now I want to make it a little more, kind of like a cutoff right here. But also a big thing that I actually didn't do right here, so I'm going to have to back it up real quick. There we go. I think a big thing that I discovered while drawing is that there's like an apex of the curve. So like a very top point, right? Over here, the apex is going to be like way over here because that's what it's going to look like. But over here, it's going to be somewhat in the center, I think. I think if it's somewhat in the center, it'll be better. So, roughly right there. That looks pretty good. And if it's over here, a little bit like over here, then that might be okay too. Drop this down here. I want to make it rounder. And then the apex thing that I was just talking about, so like right here, actually bring this down a little bit. That's kind of protruding out a little further than I expected. Good anatomy. Maybe like that. Yeah. So this comes down here. And the apex will be right here. So this is the rough center of the eye. Makes sense to me, but that's something you have to kind of remember every time you do it. And of course the eyebrows. The eyebrows at this perspective are going to come a lot more this way. So maybe something over here. Or actually, maybe a determined look. So way over here. There we go. Delightful. Now when we go over here, it's going to be slightly different because I want to follow. I'm drawing this again, but you know, you can use the one from earlier. But I kind of want to follow this line of curvature right here because there's a start point and an end point. And I'm going to use those start points and end points to map out my start points and end points over here. So on that same line of curvature, right here and right there. And then we can just use that thing I was talking about earlier with the apexes to get a good thing right there. And that already looks like a good eyelid. We just gotta make it match. Or we can just not make it match and just do whatever we want with it. But if we add that over there, we gotta add it over here as well. So there we are. Nope. And then over here we can do the same thing we did. We want to use this line down here though. We don't want to go with the curvature up here, because if we do it might look a little weird, a little bit too circlish. So if we use the same line from right here, right there, and right there, we can get a good thing, but we want the apex to be over there too. Gosh, it's so hard to keep this stuff in mind. Just like that, and we bring this down here. Make it rounder. And even now, I'm like, that's a little far, so I'm just gonna grab this. It's a little too far. It's one thing that I do like about digital art over traditional, is I can just move it. Okay, make it line up. Something's off. Did I mess with the rotation too much? I might have. That, or maybe it's not big enough. Like slightly bigger. And then rotate it that way. That looks relatively okay. Not sure what happened with the line that we used. Started moving it around and it all fell to pieces. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's a little too flat. Over here. I remember a really long time ago, I was always very cautious about having big pupils for some reason. Or big irises. Like, I always wanted to make them, like, small, like this. Looks a little... I think this needs to be brought over a little bit. Careful, careful. Let's not mess up that line work we did. Or try to, at least. There we go. And then that way it's facing us way over here. And then this... yeah, that's right size. This also needs to have that perspective, so it kind of starts right here. It goes way up there. If you're really into perspective, you could probably just throw lines all over the stuff you're working on. That'd probably be fun. Real good. There we go. Then this line is up here. I do still think this is slightly off based on what I was doing at work. I'll have to work on that more. In fact, this feels too close. And maybe this feels too round. Just slightly. Let's try another one. Yeah, because this is supposed to be downwards. Which I guess this placement of everything makes a little bit of sense, but not too much, right? Not too much. So, let's think. I wish I'd go grab that sketchbook. I should have grabbed that sketchbook. I really should have been more prepared. Oh well, let's ignore this. This is a warm-up run. Let's just try a quick little... There was a certain emotion I tried drawing, and I drew it twice in a row successfully, so maybe that works here well. But this was a thing that got brought up a lot yesterday as well, when I was on the gaming channel, that a lot of times digital art, it just feels less good. Still kind of good, but less good than drawing it traditionally. Okay, and then we drew the ears like this. That nose might be a little bit high. Also, I can't spend too long on these heads because I want to get to other stuff as well. But that head doesn't look good. I don't like this head. This head, a bit too much forehead. Well, then again, I guess if you... let's draw a demo hair, just a quick little bob or something, I don't know. Like something like that. I still feel like the forehead's a bit too big. Right? Yeah. Bit too big. Actually, this would come out here. But if you shrank it, it might come out a little bit better. This definitely needs to be moved back a little bit. Drawing eyes really big, like too big, is a mistake I make all too often. Also, the nose can't come down that far. Hold on, wait. I'm getting myself stuck. Okay, that looks a little bit better. A little bit more expressive, too. It's like something like this. This feels like a way better head than I would have drawn with the old method, but this right here is not exactly what I'm aspiring for. The head shape was fine. I think it's everything else that I did. Probably the mouth that threw me off maybe a little bit. I could see that. But also, it's entirely my fault. So this is good right here. A little bit of shading never hurt. Okay, that's good. So I need to replicate that, like, all the time. Let's try. Maybe it's a downwards perspective that I just haven't gotten used to. But I feel like I did a few of those when I discovered this method as well. So that's weird. Maybe we're just not warmed up. Oh, now that I think about it, the mouth was a pretty big part of that method as well. And I don't think I drew that hard mouth over here. This is a slightly older use of mouth. Hold on. Maybe if I draw this in the... Maybe it's just the mouth. Ah, that needs to come out way out here, actually. Maybe it looks a little bit better, but I do think the eyes need some work still. Oh well, we ignore it. Okay, so this we're gonna just have coming out here. And with this, we're gonna have to pay real close attention. I have wires everywhere. We're gonna have to pay real close attention because this is where the eyebrow will be. So like right here. No. That's not it either. What did I do? That's a great question. What did I do to make that head perfect? It looked really good. I should take a screenshot of that. But right now, it's not coming to me. Okay, looking up. Ears are down. Oh, wait a second. I know what's wrong. Okay. This is way too low. Maybe right there? Okay. That's also wrong. Wait. Have this come down here. Then it goes inside. and comes back out. Okay. That could have been the big issue, maybe. The brow line was situated a bit too high. Also, we need to draw the eyes first. Closer. Okay. I definitely need to close the music. Oh my god, I've been without music this whole time. I recorded FNAF earlier. Dang it. Ah, thank you, Mary. Hello, welcome. I hope you've had fantastic days and weeks and even year. But welcome on in. I'll be having a... Wait, I just said that. I shouldn't say that again. But welcome, welcome. And thank you for the music reminder. No one said anything. Although I guess... Oh, I'm not zooming in. I don't mean to. Okay. Music. It was on. I assure you, it's just... Oh god, my mouse is freaking out. There we go. You should be able to hear it now. And thank you once more for the reminder. Mouse, you're going back. There we go. But welcome, we're doing anatomy practice. The poll was tied completely, so I just had to do a little randomizer spin. But I think I'm getting closer. I'm slowly closing in on the head type I want to have for my style. And it's a great thing of discovery for us all. So this should be way out here. And that comes over here. There's not a lot of room to draw anything over here, but we'll manage. We always do. And this also follows a line that kind of goes in the same direction. I was like, why is the stream muted? Oh no. Well, luckily we fixed it. Together, our power fixed the stream. What a wonderful tale of friendship and, something, I'm sure. This definitely looks a lot better so far. Maybe it can come down a little bit more, because the nose would come, like, inwards. So maybe it can come a little bit more. Why am I getting Eldritch Brush now? That's horrifying. How could you? How's your week, Daddy? Thank you for asking, Mary. It's been interesting. I was recording FNAF 2 earlier, and it took me so long to beat the next installment of that, oh my god. Oh. I have residual anger from it. It was very hard, very difficult. But that video should be up pretty soon. So, just that video being able to be soon makes my week pretty decent, I would probably think. Maybe the mouth can come a little downwards, just a little bit. Or maybe it's okay like that. But how was your week, Mary? Oh my god. Everything's gone. I really don't like this head. This head's really throwing me off. I don't like that. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna delete this whole sucker right now. There we go. Now we're safe. We're all safe. Alright, let's do a little bit of hands. We did a little bit of heads, which we were getting there. I'll definitely have to practice it some more over time. Let's do a bit of hands as well. Here. Actually, we wouldn't see the bend right there, would we? Ooh. My week was okay, but I'm so anxious recently. Why are you anxious? If you need to vent, this is the perfect time. I got you. Listen, I'm no therapist. Never come to me for therapy. But this is a good time and place, I would think, maybe, possibly. The adult life, I want to be a kid again. That's fair. That's very fair. I feel you. You are certainly not alone in that regard. Every day I'm just like, imagine if I drew while I was like, if I was a kid and started drawing like 10, 15 years ago, oh my gosh. I'd be cracking this stuff right now. I started really late. So now I gotta do it while I'm employed. And the fatigue is creeping up. So I definitely feel you. This actually needs to come out right here. The knuckle would be situated probably around right there. Every time I do anatomy, I never have a reference. Unless I really don't know what it is. Like if I had to do back muscles or something. But when it's a hand, I'm just like, I'll just figure it out as I draw it. In a way, it's kind of fun like that. There's a ton of mystery as to how it's going to turn out. Definitely need some of this anatomy practice. I think we could all use an immense amount of anatomy practice. It's always good to freshen up the bones again. Or freshen up the bones? What? Freshen up the fingers, or whatever you draw. I don't know. But hello, Sleepy Raven. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a fantastic day, week, and whatever you might be having today. FNAF 3 stream really took it out of me. But that was a fun stream. That was a good one. That was a really good one. There's some moments I don't know if I'm doing the right things. Oh gosh, I'm tired. I think a lot of humanity can definitely relate to you. Adult life is a lot. It's hard to find times of peace. But there's always peace coming. It should be like this. No. The hand needs to be a bit stretched. fingernail right there, maybe. This needs a little bit of flat action coming up. Right over here. There we go. Oh my gosh. That is a hand. I don't know if the hand can bend like that, but this one does. And that's great. I'm really proud of this person right here for bending his hand like this. Let me just draw a bit of shadow. Maybe that's a little fun thing we can do. A little bit of oh, look, now it's like lifelike. It's extremely lifelike, this hand. That's a good hand. I feel like my hands are decent. I don't know if I'm gonna spend too long on hands. I mean, essentially, it's just line 1, slightly bigger line 2, connect, and then whatever pose you had. That's like the draw some lines, finish up tutorial thing. But if you ever need help with hands, I will always recommend looking at Kohei Horikoshi's early My Hero Academia, because my goodness, those hands are like perfect manga style. Let me do a little fist here. Fists are fun. You don't have to draw like half the thing if you're looking at it from the right angle. And then you just gotta remember the knuckles kind of get middle is always going to be the pointiest. This one's going to be kind of pointy. The ring finger is going to get slightly down, and then it's just going to keep going down until the pinky knuckle is kind of like not even there almost. Very nice. Very fun. That one's a little wide, but it's okay. Who doesn't like a wide hand? Wow. What a wide, fun hand. Better than any hand I could draw. I bet you could draw the greatest hands. I'm sure your hands are amazing. You just don't know it yet. That is really wide. I think it's the... Oh, wait. Theory. Just cut this in half. Yep, that's it. Now it's a good hand. That's a pretty darn good hand. So when are you coming to Brazil to see Cristo Redentor? Cristo Redentor? Who might Cristo Redentor be? Brazil. I'd like to visit Brazil. Once I stack the big bucks, I'll be on my way. Okay, so that's hands for now. I do have a hand tutorial if anyone is interested. Hands looks hard to... Whoa. Hands look hard to do. They are. They are pretty hard to do. Even if you understand what you're doing, to exaggerate the hand is like another level, I feel. Because if you exaggerate it too much, it's gonna look broken. This one is on the verge of looking broken. It might look broken to the average person, in fact. But because I drew it, I'm like, oh, no, it can't look broken. That looks perfect. But there's a high chance that this does look broken. But if you ask me, the perspective on the face is like, it's a hard thing to figure out. And this is close to what I drew in the sketchbook. I feel like there's something that I didn't do here that I should have done, but I can't put my finger on it. But maybe I'll figure it out. Hopefully I will. And then my drawing will take off. It'll be so amazing at that point. What am I doing next? Probably legs. Legs sounds like a good idea. Legs are the thing I probably need the most work on, maybe. Especially because when I'm trying to draw an anime, I'm always like, how do you even start the leg? Like, how do you make it look proportional without all the other stuff to measure out the leg? I have no idea. But I guess we always just gotta start somewhere, right? Okay, let's do an action pose. Why not? What action pose am I thinking of? If I lift the leg. Ah, okay. I think I get it. It has to pop into my mind first before I can even try to draw it. That's a really big sketch. I don't know if I want to go this big, but here we go. See, that's already bad. That's already horrible. Draw like that. This comes out of here. Don't ban me, YouTube. I know it looks weird. The leg guidelines. I promise. I'm not drawing anything super weird. This comes down like that, and it has to stop. One thing I've never really drawn, or even tried to draw, is the Tootsies. Because those things have like weird shapes to them. So I always just kind of like go with this, whatever this is. Okay, one thing I did see is that from the ankle, you can draw like a curvy triangle that fits the perspective, kind of, like that. And you can plot it out from there. And I feel like that works. It works better than any other thing I've tried. Also, I just realized I'm like talking off to the side. If that's... If I need to talk directly to the mic, just let me know. This needs to be like... Because I want it to be like this. But that doesn't look like it's closed in enough. The legs are hard. Okay, so the stomach. Let's draw the edge of the stomach right here. This is the belly button. This has to come over here. Do a little hip bone thing. There's a bone there. There's a whole audio about how there's a bone there. It's all over Instagram. This will come over here. The naughty area right there. There we go. And then this comes down here. Those are very thick thighs. Oh my god. See, now this looks small. But I guess in perspective, it might be okay like that. But I didn't intend for it, so I'm kind of hesitant to have it just do that. Legs! Why are legs legs? Tell you what. When you don't know, just erase it and start over. That sketch had bad juju. Let's do... Okay, let's just do one where we draw like just the thigh. That'll be a good starting point. It's like right here. This part is flat, so let's make it flat. And I feel like I saw someone say it kind of pokes out a little bit, so I'm drawing this right here. Because the poke out thing makes a little bit of sense to me. No, that's an odd shape. If I just do this, it almost looks fine, but you're lacking something back here. Look up Mark Brunette. I have no idea who that is, but I'm scared. Let me... I can't. My Chrome's off to the side. Okay, I'll do it on my phone. 1 second. Oh, wait. That's paused over there. That's weird. Okay, there we go. I'll do it on my phone, I suppose. Let's see here. Chrome. Mark Brunette. Ah, okay. He does look pretty good. He looks a lot more skilled than I. I always feel like, and I know I've said it before, but man, every time I draw, I really feel the difference between traditional and digital. Because like this stuff, I knock out stuff like this at work and it looks 10 times better than it does on here. Okay, you know what? Hyper lock-in time. So it's gonna come down like this. We're gonna make this from above. That's gonna come down like this. It's gonna come down like that, but you're not gonna see that because it's gonna go over here. And this is gonna come back here, and this is gonna go like that. Maybe a little skinnier towards the end there, because perspective is so cool and we love it. And then we're gonna have a kneecap right here. Let's just mark that for now. And then at this perspective, it's gonna... See, I'm trying to make it straight, but that angle, it looks like it's curved. So I guess it has to actually come out here. That looks a bit straighter. Okay, that works. That comes right there. This is coming inside, and then this comes out here. This is highly... this is small. That's what I'm trying to say. That doesn't look right either. Yikes. I have a lot of work to do. There's so much work. Leg is hard. Leg's always been hard, but leg's hard. Man. Whew. How to make leg not hard. Maybe we just gotta draw a body. Maybe we just gotta do it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hello. Hello, Dom's Pizza. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic day, week, month, and or year. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's just draw a body. Let's just see how it goes. Maybe it'll be great, even. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm getting it. Oh, that's a little too high. It's already messed up. Ugh. That doesn't make sense either. Ah, let's give it a try. Trust the process and whatnot. head needs to come up a little bit, or the hand needs to go down, but that's a lot of hand work, so I'm not doing that. So this needs to come up, maybe tilt a little bit, right about there. That makes sense to me. Might be a bit too wide. Hello, Lemon Boy. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic day, my dear, and or anything else you might be having today. I'm struggling, but I'm glad you made it nonetheless. We failed at drawing legs, and now we're doing a full body just to see if we can. Okay, theoretically, in this, whatever's happening here, the torso should be coming this way, and then should be bent back this way. Oh, excuse me. So, this needs to come up here. Let's just block it in for now. It's alright if we don't have all the odds and ends. Maybe this can come out here. That could be the neck. I'm playing Minecraft while watching your stream. Oh, I hope you're finding all the diamonds in Netherrack you could ever feast your eyes upon. This comes up here. This comes down here. No, maybe not. And then what is this arm doing? I guess it could be like a running thing. That could make sense, maybe. Eesh. Which character are we drawing? Not really drawing any characters necessarily right now. It's mostly just anatomy work, seeing if we can really improve over these 2 hours, find out something maybe we didn't know about ourselves and whatnot. Drawing is unfortunately an ever growing skill, so I have to see if I can discover something that's really gonna blow my mind and be like, oh, so that's how that works. I've had a few stuff like that happen. Drawing is like a lot of, how do I say, eureka moments, I suppose. Paprika moments, yes. To where it's like, you draw, you have no progress, and then all of a sudden, you think of something, a singular thing, and you're like, oh my god, I haven't been doing that this whole time. And then it kicks off. Okay, this can be a fist right here. I'm feeling a fist anyway. This comes out here. And I really want to start getting to the point where maybe, just maybe, I can start sending manga one-shots to publishing companies. That'd be nice. I don't think I'd get in just based on the fact that I cannot draw backgrounds. At all. Ask me to draw a background and you are getting a nice colored beach where it's just very bright yellow sand and it's only one color. But this also feels like it should be twisting. Because like the way it's drawn right now, you'd see more of this. You don't want to see a lot of that because it's twisting the other way. So like over here, maybe if I draw the rib cage, it'd make more sense to my brain hole. That'd be neat. Because we need to see all of this shoulder. And next to none of this one, I think. Okay, that's not a bad sketch. I don't think. Maybe I need to draw more heads. Heads are a very good thing to understand form, I feel. So what emotion should I go with this time? Also, I'm very comfortable drawing heads. Which I don't want to stay in my comfort zone too hard. But also when I feel bad, I just go draw some heads and I feel very good again. They're very fun. Also, you can add like so much stuff. So much cool stuff to heads. Okay, I guess we'll give this one part 2 a little try. Like that apex way over here, which is the only way to draw an eye. Maybe. But even now, I'm like, wow, I really need that sketchbook. Next time we draw an anime, I'm bringing all my sketchbooks out because, gosh, they're good reference material for how I learned to draw a head the other day, and it was great. It was probably my best head I've ever drawn. And I should have brought that with me. But the essential thing I learned that I really need to practice is that you really got to have your eyes in perspective. Something I've failed a lot. Great head, you say. The best. Even now, I feel like that eye is too huge to properly draw one on this side. Because this, right here, is where the ear would be situated. And you kind of need to block off a good amount of space, like maybe around right there for the eye. And that's hard to do with how I already draw eyes. This is a touchy subject to try to fix in 2 hours. It's gotta end right here-ish. Probably even a little bit sooner. And then this has to have the same apex as that one. I'm definitely going back to traditional this week to learn so much more. Because while I do think my stuff has improved a good amount, even with the minimal drawing I did this week, I feel like there's more. There's more to discover here. And these eyes still feel too freaking big. They feel huge. They're so big. What did I do? What did I do to draw them this big? Because, like, if I shrink these, it's probably going to look great. Maybe. Question mark. It looks better. Overall. And that's the big problem. That's the problem I gotta fix. And it's even funnier because I think I did a really good job on the thumbnail where I kind of incorporated some of that stuff that I did learn, only to lose it when I draw for the stream? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. And now they're too close. Now they're too close together. That's so weird. That's so strange. This goes way, that goes way below this line. Why does that do that? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's not a good head. Oh. Oh. Ego death. First thing I draw is one eye length apart, if that makes sense. It does make sense, and I know a lot of people do that and go by that, and that's the anatomical way. The only thing is, I've seen a lot of art styles where that doesn't work that well. So I kind of want it. It's like, because like the way I draw eyes are way too big, so I need to shrink the eyes that I draw in order to be able to even try to do that. Because like this right here, these two up here, those are good eyes. Those are good. That's roughly what I want it to be. The drawing I did in my sketchbook, a little bit better than this one. Quite a bit better, actually. But the one we just drew, it wasn't even on par. Yikes. I was talking with my friends about why gossip should be a crime. Interesting crime. Now, what type of gossip are we talking about? It's fair. Are we talking gossip or rumors? Technically the same thing, but slightly different nuances. Oh, okay. Let me think. What am I doing differently than I did last time? Let's just keep going till we get it. Why not? Okay, this is the brow line. That's where the brow goes. So this has to come in, come out a little bit. Then I made the chin rounder. Not too round though. No, that's not good. That's not good right there. That's not it. The cheek's too high. Is that good? Is that a good placement? I don't know. Ooh, struggle. Nothing but struggle. This feels a bit too wide for a head. But also, I feel like I drew them slightly wider. I'm bringing that sketchbook up next time. That's for sure. That's the #1 issue I'm fixing. I can't even practice that much this week because I have to draw thumbnails during work. Because I have a lot of videos to make before I go out of town. Jeez. Nose needs to come down, okay. That's something. That's fixable. And then over here, it'd be like this. Roughly right there. And then come down. It'd have to be right. No. Dial it back. right here. Slightly closer, maybe? I don't know. Wait, over here. It should have eyelashes more on this side. We have a lot of old ladies in Brazil and knows everything about everyone, and talk about it with everyone in the neighborhood or co-workers who do this. Ah. Yeah, not being able to hide your secrets can be pretty big of a nuisance. And that needs more chin definement right here. So like right there? Maybe. Gosh, I definitely gotta practice. There's so much to do with art. Most troublesome hobby I've ever experienced. I don't know how it is with the rest of the world. I think it used to be a lot more like that with America, but ever since social media, people take it online and aren't too brave to talk about it face to face. Better than what we did earlier, but I still don't know if I like it. I suppose not being satisfied is the first step to improvement in your art, but also you can't be too not satisfied that you hate yourself. What a balance, what a gentle balance to have. What do we practice next? We've done like 4 heads. I feel like we shouldn't do as many heads. And I'd like to nail legs, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Because with legs, I think females and males in art, anyway, just in art probably, have a different way of positioning their legs. I'm not sure if I know it. Like, there's a whole thing about the knees being in or out. It's weird. You saw the One Punch Man season 3? I haven't actually watched a good anime in a while, to be honest. I've been mostly reading manga for the longest time. Comics I found armadillos. Package one up and send it my way. I have use for an armadillo. I need a guard dog. I need him to roll into the enemy. The shell compacting against its shoe. I actually don't know how big an armadillo is in Minecraft. Oh. Oh. Yeah, maybe I needed a guard dog in Minecraft. You don't know. You don't know if I needed it in real life or not. Okay. Legs. So, the calf has a good amount of muscles. The ones I know off the top of my head are this one. Let's draw the knee. I think there's even one like right here. Everyone knows the calf muscle, of course. armadillos are like a bit smaller than a basketball, I believe. Perfect. That's the perfect size for an armadillo. Can you imagine if there was armadillos the size of rhinos? Now that is something I'd like to see. I want to see a big armadillo just roll over something. Okay, tell you what, maybe it's because in my sketchbook I often draw poses like complete. So what if we just try to draw some more complete poses? So I'm thinking right here, and right here. This should be right here, that should be right there. Maybe something like this. This gotta come up right here. Maybe. Maybe is the best I can do. Does this guy come inwards and go outwards? And I guess that could make sense. Wow, there's so much work to do. Please, Rockar, I'm begging you all, so I'm ever see you streaming again. Thank you. Girl, I probably have him on the list somewhere. I actually don't know. Let me look. I'm sure he's on there. Let's see. Garo. That's Goku. That's not Garo. Garo. Oh, I already did Reagan. Wait, why is that still on there? Get that off of here. There we go. Garo. Not on the list yet. Alright, that's the last one I'll add then. My list is still full, but I'll add that one. There you go. Add to the list. It'll take a long time, but it'll get there. I don't know if this pose makes sense. I feel like this needs to come like all the way in here. Like right there. Oh no, how to draw buff guys for Notch. Tell you what, that is something I'm actually not bad at, so I guess we can do one of those real quick too. Alright, so with buff guys, something that's really good, really fun, always great to be doing is to, how do you say, curve his upper body, I suppose? So let's do a buff guy. I tell you, that's a really fun one. Mostly because I've practiced male anatomy way more than female anatomy. And that's also mostly because people request males more than female, which is a shocking statistic, I gotta add. So let's do this. So with the spine, we want it to come out, come back in, and have it curved down. So what that's going to look like is this is going to be way out here. That's a shoulder 1. This is shoulder 2. Coming down. Then we can have our little rib cage right here. That's where the rib cage goes kind of like up. I just mark it with a circle. Then it can come back in. Actually going to lower that a little bit. So what that's going to look like is this coming right here. This is our pectoral. I know it looks like something else right now, but give me 1 second. I know it'll look really pectorally. Shoulders gotta be all the way out here. And right here, it's always very easy to miss. But the tricep is actually way bigger on a really buff dude than the bicep is. Bicep always gets the most attention, but the tricep is actually the mass of the arm. We have more male viewers. Part of them want to do their own histories. Own histories? Not sure what you mean by that one. But the tricep come out way out here, right there, and then you can add a little thing right there coming back in, so it looks like a big old muscle. This right here, you can kind of add curving downwards. There we go. This comes right here. We can add a little forearm muscle coming out. These arms are huge, by the way. Like, this is probably bigger than most bodybuilders. Oh no, my bad English. Honestly, it might just be me being an idiot. I'm gonna be real with you. And then a guy like this, he's gonna be cut. He's gonna be real huge. This right here, this comes up here, right there. There we go. This arm feels even bigger. Okay, bring that a little bit back in. There we go. Oh, I've been on blend this whole time. Whoops. Actually, wait, isn't it the outside that has a almost continuous one? And then this one has a thing like that? I think it is. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I have my own anatomy. Like, it looks right, but man, I don't know any of these muscles, so I can't prove that it's right. I'm just going off what my mind thinks is happening here. Now with ribs. Now with what's it called? Abs. You want to make sure they have the curve. They have this curve right here. So curve, and then curve. Now the bottom one, the bottom of the six pack, is a big ab. Like it's huge. As in, it's like the size of two of these almost. So it's gonna look like that. And also for these, abs aren't just boxes. They're not abs. The boxes aren't abs. Abs are kind of shapen in such a way that they have their own unique shape. And after looking at them for a while, I kind of thought up this way to draw it, where it kind of comes down. I have a little bit of a roundness right here, and then we go back up. And that looks like abs to me. Abs look weird. They're a weird little muscle group or whatever. And then these, usually these go into a pants. I'm not drawing the rest of them because I'm a safe for work artist. Part of your male viewers want to know how to draw guys to use in their own projects. Ah, okay, I get you. I suppose that makes sense. Or maybe a majority of them are also shonen viewers. So a lot of their protagonists are dudes. Does that look good? I can't decide. Because first of all, there's a collarbone right here. I missed that for some reason. There we go. Traps right there. I feel like that looks good. It looks good enough to pass. But also, there's a lot more to study. Goodness, there's so many muscle groups, so many things. And also, I still don't have the head where I want it to be. Speaking of which, I'm just curious. How would I draw this head? Because this head's always at an angle that I don't know about. Like, does that look natural? I don't know. Oh, imagine if I went to art school. Imagine the possibilities. Okay. Then go in. This nose looks a little too much. Actually, the eye doesn't look right either. Fascinating. needs to be right there. This, it's kind of at a weird angle, but this needs to be up here. Oh, I made it. Hi, hello, Shaw. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic day, week, or month, and or year, maybe. Welcome. We're doing a lot of anatomy practice. It could have been better. Not gonna lie. Anatomy's hard. Anatomy's always hard. No matter what you do, anatomy's very hard. But I think I'm getting better, maybe. The heads look like they're coming out steadily more consistent. Keep up the good work. It's amazing work. Ah, oh, thank you, Shaw. I almost called you your old name. See, that one looks okay. I think. Maybe. Man, this guy looks beefy. It's definitely a lot of work to do on the heads, but I feel like they're going to be steadily coming out better and better. I think. Oh, cracking everything. Because I sit all day. Ow. Ooh. That's pretty good. Yeah, no dude's sick. What's sick? Which one? I have varying opinions on all of these. But thank you. Thank you very much. Like this one, the pose could be better. But how do we make it better? I feel like the neck's a little long, maybe? I figured out how to connect it finally. Because normally I can't connect that neck angle right here. Shade that. Normally I can't connect that, but I did connect it here to where it looks like it's a thing, but also the shoulders look a little wide still. That's another problem I have consistently. For dudes, I suppose it's okay because the shoulders, they're jacked. Also for dudes, I over-exaggerate the shoulder ratio as well. But like this one, I mean, nothing wrong with having a body. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like maybe the head's a bit too small. Like, what if I just experimented here? Did a little bit of that. God, that neck is really big. That feels a bit more anime, I suppose, is how you say that. Definitely a lot more work to be done. Wait, what the? Wait, what the? I'm so confused. What time is it? Wait, my phone says 7:42. My computer for some reason says 7:06. I haven't touched the time on my computer since we began. Why is it different now? Oh god, hold on, wait, what time is it? Is it the... oh, my brain. I just time traveled or something. This is so strange. 7:42. Oh, okay. Okay, so my phone's right. Why is my computer not right? That's so weird. That's so computers don't just do that. They don't just change midstream. That's strange. That's very weird. Okay, interesting. Okay, I tell you what, we did a lot of female heads right here. Let's do some male heads. We'll finish off with some male heads. And also, I just want to draw more heads. Heads are fun. Let's do the. Let's try the Frieren angle. If you know, you know. If you follow me, you probably know. Oh. We'll do the male head. That's Frieren. Male Frieren head. I think it was about this high up, right? I guess we'll give them the elf ears. A fun little bonus. What's Freeman's hair look like? I know it's twin tails. Is it bangs in the front? Draw me. Is that papyrus? Is that papyrus right there? Okay, I'll do a little. Here you go. It'll be the fastest drawing you've ever seen. Yep, just like that. Oh man. Look at this. Papyrus. Little scarf. Oh man, that's a good one right there. Look back and saw the angle of doom and despair. The Frieren angle is one of the best things to come out of the internet in a while. This is what Papyrus thinks he looks like. He doesn't really have a nose, but I don't know how to draw him without a nose. I know I draw a skull without a nose. There you go. I guess we're gonna do Frieren hair. It's gonna be great. This is when Frieren sees a demon fly upwards. That's a really good free run. This is exactly what she looks like. We just talk about buff boys and random American affair. It must be true. The buffest American I've ever seen. I forgot what Friedman's actual clothes went like, but I think it was something like this. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get destroyed by the community for getting her clothes wrong. Or wait, was it right here? Good enough. That's Friedman right there. That's the best Friedman I have ever drawn in my entire life. Why is it when it's something like that I can lock in and it looks great? When it's actual practice, it's just like, eh. What else should we draw? I have no idea. Got about 9 more minutes. Is that enough time to draw anything? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, ow, excuse me. Oh, okay. I think I thought of something. Oh, come on. Don't Eldritch Brush me now. Actually, no. I need bigger space. Stuff's in the way. Who knows? Who knows indeed? What? How mysterious. How nonchalant. What do we do? What do we do? Now it's only 8 minutes. Uh-oh. A hand? No. Hands are too... Not too simple, but they don't take too long. A full pose might take too long. Ow. Maybe some more legs? I don't know. Let's just try John something. So for the legs, they each have the bone go like straight down. But on both sides, we have the calf muscles. I think. That's not even too much to study though. Man, I can't think of anything else I want to study in these 6 minutes? Why does my computer still says 7:06? I think the time's actually broken. Oh wow. What a unique problem. What a unique problem. Man. And there? No, let's add a little bit of hair. A little bit of hair. I don't even know why I decided to draw this. Also, dial back that smile, you creepy, creepy man. There we go. And just some neck details. Alright. I think that'll be all for tonight. I think we got a lot of sketching done. On the thing about learning stuff, I think we only really learned a few things about the heads I'm starting to draw. Definitely a bit more in perspective, which is good. I feel like, weirdly enough, the guy heads are pretty good where they are. Pretty solid. It's just the female heads. So, definitely gonna have to do some more work on that. I need to get together the posing of stuff. Maybe I just need to do like an off-camera manga. Just drawing random poses. That'd be fun. That'd be real fun. I remember back when I was drawing a ton of poses for that one manga I was doing. The poses were coming out pretty decently after a good amount of time. And like I always say, if you want to get better at drawing, do a manga. Just do a manga. Because when you're following a story, it's a lot easier to imagine what the characters might be doing at that point in time. So, very good stuff. Very good stuff. I do have a few things I gotta get done tonight before work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I will. There we go. I will have to be ending on time tonight. It was pretty decent. I do think it could have gone better. There were a lot of moments where I was a bit questioning on what I was trying to draw. So lots of anatomy work to be done for sure. Let's see, which one's my favorite? Oh gosh, my mouse disappears every time I go in here. I don't see it anywhere. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, I'm seeing it. Okay, there we go. I think right here. I think this is my favorite right here. The cross-legged one. That one's pretty good. I do like this head over here. Hold on. I like the one right here. Dang it. I like this head. I feel like there's something off about it still, but I do like it. And of course the guy heads, the Frieren, the male Frieren. Hold on, wait. That one's pretty good. This one right here. Oh yeah, look at that one, baby. That one's a gold mine. Well, that was a pretty good drawing sesh. So, thank you all for joining me for another night of drawing. Next weekend, I'll probably be out of town. So there probably won't be any streams. I'll try to have a video, probably 2 videos on the gaming channel. Hopefully one long form on the art channel to make up for that absence. But yes, we shall see. We shall see if I can actually get that done in time, or if I'm going to perish horribly. And Economics likes furries. Okay, when did I say that? I didn't say that at all. What? Huh? Where'd you draw that conclusion from? I'm scared. You've scared me. But I do know, on the gaming channel side of things, there should be a FNAF 2 video, because I recorded that earlier today, and you'll see the pain and torture and everything else, the anger I had to go through to get where we did in that. And I plan to also have probably Borderlands 2. I'm going to be starting a special little series there, that if you like Borderlands 2, I think will be a great amount of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to structure it like a normal playthrough, but it's like a challenge playthrough kind of thing. And that's going to be pretty good, I think. It's going to be pretty good. Dayconnor says like furries. Why are you two agreeing on this? No. Let's dial that back. Let's dial that back. FNAF indeed. There's going to be tons of that. Tons I say. But no, it's finishing up FNAF 2. And it took a long time. I was planning to record the Borderlands 2 video also earlier today, but I couldn't because the FNAF 2 video lasted so long. So, yeah, lots of pain on that one. But yeah, thank you once again for coming out, drawing with me, and or watching me draw, and or enjoying the drawing, I guess. Thank you. What? I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I won't be streaming next week. I'll have a few videos out. So, I love you. And until then, I will see you later. Let me just scroll down so you can see the whole thing. Never mind, it's not working. Bye-bye.